Yeah.
Yeah, where Amazon will have it free shipping and handling in there on your doorstep the day it comes out.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
It's kind of funny to me, though, that, like, this is a store that they almost, they're expanding the marketplace, but they almost exclusively sell games, and they can't even get that shit right.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Amazon's killing everybody right now. I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole, but
yeah, that's true.
If you've been to a mall recently, tell me how many of those stores that used to be there when you were a kid are still there, and then I'll tell you that Amazon's the one that murdered all of them.
Yeah, I might not have a job by the end of this sentence. But, yeah, so... I don't know. What do you think? Where do you see GameStop going?
I don't see... If they're going to survive, the stores are going to go away.
Okay.
I could see them becoming maybe... honestly... If I had to put money down, I'd say GameStop's gone in 10 years completely. There's no more presence. It's a Blockbuster. It's gone bankrupt. Maybe there's a couple being owned privately, sitting around. But if you had to put a gun to my head and say, how would you keep them around? I'd say kind of like Steam, maybe. Go onto an online used marketplace. And maybe they could become the console version of Steam, where they sell, or a third party that sells used older games or newer games digitally to the consoles. Because, I mean, honestly, PC kind of has a one-up on the consoles because they have a program like that where they can go back and buy games from your childhood, nostalgic games, and still new games also. The consoles don't have anything like that, really. So maybe GameStop could maybe that's their Hail Mary, their golden goose egg to survive.
Well, that's, like I said, I'm surprised they haven't done a rental-type service, and especially with sites like GameFly. It's cut into that market. Even go through mail, but then also offer the option that you can go into the nearest GameStop, return every game to anywhere, and then pick up a game from the store.
See, that really sounds like Blockbuster right before they went under, because remember, they tried to do that, and that was their big thing, was you can come to our store instead of mailing it, and it didn't save them. It just didn't save them, so that's funny that you pitch it like that.
Right, well, I think, they have a little more flexibility, though, is they could do, like, a game rental service, like you said, online, almost like a streaming service. I don't know. I guess it's difficult to imagine a world without a GameStop, but I think I was saying the same thing when Blockbuster went under.
Remember, GameStop's part of the reason is one of the... It's smaller, but if people our age remember, Blockbuster sold games. Do you remember Game Crazy?
Yes.
And
Hollow Video, I think. Oh no, it was
Game Crazy. It was always a game. It was a Blockbuster, and then you'd have a Game Crazy attached to the side of it.
Yeah.
And GameStop killed Game Crazy, which it contributed to the Blockbuster company going under. So it's just funny that what comes around goes around almost.
Yeah, that's fair. The thing is, if GameStop goes under, I think something is going to come up to take its place. It'll be different. It's not going to be quite GameStop. Hopefully they won't price gouge as much. But I think that something will fill the void. That'll be scaled back, but they'll probably do more like retro games. The mom and pop shops will be able to kind of expand it, while the living in your mom basement shops will be able to kind of expand in and fill the void, if you will. So hopefully, hopefully that's what we see. And I think that we had speculated as well, if GameStop goes under, that might actually be a plus for the industry. Like you said, that right now it's because of the need for parity. With physical games, that
they're the same,
right.
The digital costs the same. So
right, so if you don't have a brick and mortar store to go to physically buy this game, I mean, just ruling out Best Buy and Walmart for the time being, games become more pre-order based, which I know that people kind of hate that. I'm not a fan of it myself, but it'll probably be cheaper to produce physical copies when you know exactly how many physical copies you have to produce.
I would also imagine, and this is not me, I don't know anything about this, but if you had more digital copies, I'd imagine it'd be easier to fix bugs and broken games on a digital copy than a physical. It's all coded. You can go in and fix codes. I mean, maybe I don't know. That could be me just spewing off the top.
Yeah, I guess I don't know enough about the industry, but I mean, that kind of makes sense to me. I mean, you get live patches all the time.
Day one patch, half the size of the actual game.
Almost
every game.
Yeah, almost every game at this point is pretty much an expectation that as soon as you pop the game in, there's going to be some kind of day one patch. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess it probably helps them save money, because whenever they have to push back a release date of a game, they've all the people they've contracted to come in and do this work at once, they don't have to call them anymore and push it back. So there's got to be some kind of fee associated with that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all the time that we have today, folks. Tune in for next week. We're going to do a Rick and Morty prediction cast. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
Also announced, as soon as we hit 30 episodes, we're going to do a drunk-episode. We're going to drink and be drinking on air, and maybe we'll write out to people and see if they have any questions for us, so we'll answer while we're drunk.
Hopefully, No Rev will be back next week and not incarcerated for too much longer.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. All right. Have a good week, guys.
See ya.